class. Welcome to our English class today. Before we start, please press the heart button if your teacher is audible. Okay, let's do a quick word association game. When I say story, wisdom, or legend, what comes to your mind? Can you please type or share your thoughts in the chat box?
Was
Hmm. All right. According to Siri, story is a narrative that conveys events, characters, and experiences, often with beginning, middle, and end. That's correct. And legend is a traditional story passed down through generations, often featuring supernatural or extraordinary elements. And wisdom is insightful knowledge. What is your reference for this, Miss City Aina? Okay, today we're diving into the world of traditional literature. We'll explore three types of story, which is proverbs, myths, and legends. Let's discover their unique features and see how they each hold a piece of wisdom, history, and culture. So I will present my presentation now. Wait a minute. According to dictionary, okay. For a while class, So a journey through proverbs, myths, and legends. So So to start, let's define each type of literature. Before that, we can uh, please read the objectives, Miss City.
Okay, so at the end of the lessons, the students should be able to first define the myth and legends. Second is to identify the key features that distinguish proverbs, myth, and legends from each other. Third one is to apply their knowledge of these features to identify the type of text presented. And lastly, we have to analyze the significance of proverbs, myth, and legends.
Okay, more kinda choppy, see Miss City Aina, so I have to read it again. So our objectives for today is at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to define proverbs, myths, and legends, identify the key features that distinguish proverbs, myths, and legends from each other, apply their knowledge of distinguishing features to identify the type of text presented, and lastly is that to analyze the cultural significance and impact of proverbs, myths, and legends. So as I said earlier, you have to read the first definition. First, Mr. Villarreal, can you please read the definition of proverbs?
so these short, simple, and poetic stories are traditionally passed down orally. So example are the ant and the grasshopper.
Okay. So the proverbs are the poetic stories are traditionally passed down orally. Some of these have moral of the story and can we see this at the Bible, and most of these in the Filipino we have salawikain, and the example is the ant and the grasshopper, where it illustrate the importance of planning and foresight. Next, Miss Pagadatan, please read the definition of myth and share an example.
Myth. So, myth is a traditional or legendary story, usually concerning some being or hero or event, with or without a determinable basis of facts or a natural explanation. One that is concerned with deities or demigods and explains some practice, rite, or phenomenon of nature.
So what can you give just one example?
Ano lang, be?
Okay, how about you, Mr. Villarreal?
Like ang mga manananggal, mga tikbalang, duwende.
Uh, uh, um,
Ay,
it is myth, but myth is unclass. It is more a phenomenon and more fantastic. So your example might be in legend. So we will tackle the legend later.
okay ma'am, thank you.
So, myths are traditional stories that often explain the world and human experience, like Greek and Philippine mythology. So, myth can be uh, the Greek mythology. Have you read about Zeus, Medusa? Uh, there are many more. And next, and finally, let's define legend and discuss the legend of the Manananggal and creature from Philippine folklore. So legends are stories which are thought to be based on true events but have developed fictional elements which have deep significance to culture from which they originate. So an example is the legend of Manananggal, who is a their torso is they became half and they find pregnant woman to suck the blood, but it is only a legend class. They might not be true. Okay, so that's the end of our lesson for about the three types of story, which is the proverb, myth, and legend. So now we'll have an activity first. Okay. So our first activity is collaborative. Let's use the Google Docs. So I've shared to create a Venn diagram together comparing the features of proverbs, myths, and legends. Everyone add at least one distinguishing feature in the appropriate section. So wait class for a while. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Can you see the link now, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now start your activity. Please collaborate. Oh, you cannot open the link. Oh, wait a minute. I retype the Google Docs link in our comment, our chat box. Can you please uh, click at Miss City if it's already okay? Oh, I see your answer now, class. Help each other. Okay, you're almost done. If you are finished, class, can you please tell me here at our Google Meet? Are you done, class?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. So now let's review your answer. Mm. Proverbs, short, concise sayings, teach practical wisdom or moral lesson, passed down orally, often metaphorical. Action speaks louder than words. That is an example. And shared features between legends and proverbs may inspire people or serve as moral guides. Uh, Legends rooted in historical events or figures. That's correct. Shared features between legends and myths both involve storytelling and are tied to specific cultures. Okay. And The shared features between proverbs and myths is convey cultural values or moral lesson. That's also correct. And the shared features between the three is transmitted orally. That's right, class. The uh three three types of story. It is transmitted orally by our grandmothers, great great grandmothers, or anyone. Mm, okay, that's right. I have to stop sharing now. Okay. So, what challenges you faced during making the first activity? How about you, Siti Aina?
Sa ako ang mga part is kanang di ko maka-access sa link. Ngay siguro ang internet.
Okay, that's really the problem when we have slow internet. Okay, now we're bound to another activity. Of course, we love activities. So our second activity will be distinguishing pictures and visual. So you have I have three example text in Google Docs. Okay, I have to share it again. So read each one carefully and identify if it's proverb, myth, or legend. And write your answer in the shared document and explain your reasoning. Class, as much as possible, please use English. Okay, wait. Okay, I've sent it already in our GC class. Can you see it or can you access it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so again, all you have to do is read the three stories that I provided, and all you have to do is to identify if it's proverb, myth, or legend. And after that, you have to uh, recite your reasoning why it is legend or myth or proverb.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you have 5 minutes. I guess 5 minutes is okay. Okay, 2 minutes left, class. Are you almost done? Okay, time's up.
Hello, ma'am. Can you extend the time, ma'am? Kaya wala pa ko naka-finish og answer, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, another 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes is done. Can you please type your answer here at comment section? If one is proverb or legend or myth, and two and so on, the three. Okay. I still see no answer, class. Where's your answer? Okay. My net is just logged in. Number one is proverb, number two is myth, and number three is myth. I think you get the wrong answer, Miss City. How about your classmate? One proverb, two legend, and three myth. Okay, that's correct. One is proverb, two is legend, and three is myth. Now, Miss City, why you can say number one is proverb?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. So, ako answer, ma'am, is, my answer is proverb because kanang It features a kanang relatable character and situation. Tapos, it also teaches a moral lesson, which is don't be, according that to sa, I mean, sa statement is don't be overly proud or assume success. And also, I see that um, it is a short narrative with a clear moral.
Okay, that's correct. It is proverb because it is a short and it has morals at the end. And let's go to the number three. So why, Mr. Villarreal, why you can say it is myth?
It is myth because it uses supernatural element like the storm god bago, so nagamit siya god. Then it teaches respect for nature and uses symbols like seeds and rainbows to show hope and renewal. So myth use stories to share lessons about life.
Okay, that's correct also. So the other the other one is legend. So it is legend class because it possesses characteristic features of legendary stories. And it has supernatural elements. The story features in Canto in number two, as you can see. The old woman sat on her porch, her wrinkled face each with wisdom and lifetime of stories. They say she began her voice like rustling leaves, that mountain spirit that Encanto lives in the heart of the forest. So it has supernatural element, and the story is set in a specific localized environment, the heart of the forest. So as the legend, it is the setting of the story is on uh, definitely in a local environment, and it also has moral story, but it conveys message about respecting the natural world and the consequences of not doing so. So now we are done to our second activity. Now let's go to our third activity. So it is not the last class because we still have last uh, activity, which is you'll have to take a quiz. It only 10 items. Okay. So now I want you to use your Canva to create a poster or infographic highlighting the difference among proverbs, myths, and legends. You can do this YouTube and make sure your visuals are clear and engaging. And after that, you have to present your infographic here at our Google Meet. So I'll give you 5 minutes again, class, if it's okay. 5 minutes is okay, or 10?
10 na lang, ma'am.
Okay, 10 minutes. I have to stop sharing. Yes. So we will share their screen.
Ako ang mag-share screen, ma'am. Sa amo ang work, ma'am.
Okay, go.
Makita ang picture, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so mauni ang amuhang nabuhat, ma'am. So, first we have Proverbs. Proverbs is a short, common saying or phrase that expresses a general truth or advice. So its purpose is to offer wisdom or moral lessons. So ang among example diri ma'am is kanang the common nga sayings, which is actions speak louder than words, then a stitch in time saves nine. Okay, next is myth, which is a traditional stories often involving gods, supernatural beings, or heroes used to explain natural phenomena or cultural practices. So, ang purpose ani is to explain the origin of the world, event, or customs. So, among example is Greek myth of Pandora's box and Norse myth of the Thor and his hammer. Lastly is kaning legend, which is stories about historical or semi-historical events or figures, often with exaggerated details. So, ang iyahang purpose is to entertain while preserving history or values. So, ang among example di ari ma'am is the legend of King Arthur and the Filipino legend of Maria Makiling.
Okay. Okay. So my comment about your creation. Um, it is engaging narrative. The story effectively captures the reader's attentions, and it is cultural significance. You put the right uh, uh, you put the right aspects that that should be included in the infographic, but uh, the negative, but not so negative. It is just the text is very small. We cannot see it clearly. So next time you can do it properly. We still have next time. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Now you are done about you learned a lot about the the three types of story, which is the proverb, myth, and legends. Now we have to take quiz. So let's put your knowledge to the test with a quick quiz on quizzes. You'll need to identify whether each text is proverb, myth, or legends based on its features. And it's only 10 items. Class no, so it is very basic. You can answer that. Okay, the link is the link. Okay, here's the link, class. Are you in the quizzes already, class?
Wala pa ko, ma'am.
Why? Is it you can access it? Wait, class, huh?
Nakasulod na ko, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Nice work, everyone. Today we learned about proverbs, myths, and legends, exploring their unique features and cultural significance. Remember, each type of literature brings a wealth of wisdom and history. For homework, find one example each of proverb, myth, and legend from your own culture. Add this to our shared document before our next class. We'll discuss them together. I hope you learned a lot today, class, and goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am.
Goodbye, ma'am. So much.